You must inform me or obtain my approval before you may handle this. A possible $1,000, 0 cents price spike for Ripple's XRP is not out of the question. To you, this is completely bizarre and unorthodox. The public criticism of the SEC by Donald Trump and Ripple's CEO is the root cause. Compared to this, everything else that has ever occurred is insignificant. Prepare to be astounded as we dissect it step by step. We may cut to the chase and avoid idle chatter. XRP's ripples. Contentious regulatory and legal struggle has surrounded cryptocurrencies for over 3 years, with the potential to significantly impact the U.S. cryptocurrency market. Ripple is currently embroiled in a legal dispute with the SEC. According to the SEC, XRP needs to be, it is important to classify XRP as a security and closely monitors activities by all relevant authorities, even though Ripple has consistently stated that its functionality does not warrant its classification as a conventional security. Recently, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse was in the news for an interview he gave to Frank, in which he discussed the evolving case and a call for new regulations. The former president's involvement and his recent portrayal as an advocate for Bitcoin were brought to light by Garlinghouse. Trump has gone so far as to say that he will remove crypto-hating CC chairman Gary Gensler from his position if he is reelected. In pointing out the hypocrisy of this stance, Garlinghouse said that his receptivity to Bitcoin may alter U.S. regulation of the asset class, despite his reputation as a fiscal conservative. Because of his long-standing belief that the SEC's techniques are excessively autocratic, Garlinghouse has long been irritated by them. The strategy of the SEC under Gensler's leadership has failed, according to Ripple's CEO. These, argues Garlinghouse, should not be considered since they prioritize rules for enforcement over laws that are both proactive and explicit. Because they do not grant you any ownership or governmental rights, securities are distinct from conventional securities. Garlinghouse is concerned that SWS will panic over this position because it demands a significant shift from the SEC's policy, people's mistrust of the Bitcoin market. An old CC officer named John Reed Stark just had a tweet that went viral, suggesting that the SEC has stopped publicizing that it is dismissing numerous lawsuits against crypto companies. This is in line with Stark's remark that the government may have concluded that its present strategies are counterproductive. Given that judges have already rejected the agency's stance in the case of Ripple, this new course of action is particularly noteworthy. Jack the Rippler, a prominent figure in the XRP community, went on to tweet that Ripple had paid a substantial $250 million settlement in XRP. Although the settlement was expensive, it may indicate while the SEC is still appealing the original ruling, they have chosen not to contest the judge's ruling that XRP is not a security. This might be interpreted as a confession, considering that XRP's application does not adhere to standard regulatory procedures. However, what are your thoughts on the matter? Beneath the surface, this is just the beginning of XRP's meteoric rise. We will next examine the most current forecasts given by industry experts regarding XRP's future. This is something you absolutely cannot afford to miss. These findings may alter your opinion of XRP's future prospects. Something out of the ordinary is going to transpire, so brace yourself. Placed XRP price targets at an absurdly high level, leading to a record high level of interest in its potential. His shocking forecast could alter our perception of XRP's future. He estimates that 100 XRP tokens would be worth a whopping $13 million, 0 cents, by 2034 or 24.5, XRP is currently valued at approximately 55 cents. Thus, that works out to $130,000, 0 cents per token or million in total. Things that aren't used can gain value at an astonishing rate. That much is clear from the past several years of Bitcoin. The concept of long-term investment has gained traction in light of recent market shifts, such as the proliferation of dormant wallets. XRP believes that cryptocurrency returns will contribute to XRP's growth. An example would be the abrupt activation in late October of a Bitcoin wallet that had been inactive for over 14 years. The current market value of $3.00 indicates that the owner received a return on investment of almost 187 million Bitcoins from holding 50 Bitcoins, each worth roughly $2.00. 7 million people who possess XRP have found renewed optimism in sharing these kinds of experiences, which suggests that their coin might be one of many that succeeds in the future. Although XRP hasn't had a smooth ride, Bitcoin has soared to new heights, breaking $77,000 only lately. The cryptocurrency's price has been below $1.00 for a duration of 3 years. These assertions may be questioned by some. Bulls on XRP aren't letting the fact that the cryptocurrency has a checkered past, including disputes with regulators about price resistance, get them down. According to crypto specialists, the next 10 years will be fascinating. For example, Step is Crypto has boldly predicted $33%, and Jack the Rippler has predicted double-digit prices by 2025. A major component that might cause XRP's rapid expansion is its potential for widespread use and integration with current financial systems. In their pursuit of more efficient and less costly cross-border solutions to make full use of XRP's regulatory potential, multinational financial institutions may turn to Ripple's technology. It is crucial to have clarity, as stated by Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse predicted that the value of digital assets and XRP's use case in cross-border payments in particular would rise if conditions improved. Things are about to get much more interesting, and May's already skyrocketing. Since experts are certain that XRP is going to see a wild surge, to borrow Amex's terms, all the time, investors should ask themselves, are you ready for it? Despite its flaws, XRP continues to enjoy widespread popular approval. Investors were preparing to cash out as XRP appeared to be losing momentum. Do you think this is crazy? Aspirations of more than $100,000, 0 cents, began to skyrocket. Things are going to heat up from here on out, and the excitement is palpable. The global acceptance of XRP is rapidly approaching. Discover XRP strategies for dominating the global financial market. This growth isn't just hype, according to one of the strongest signals. If things continue going as they are, the price of XRP could reach new heights as it becomes more widely accepted around the world.